I always feel like it's like you gotta do things. If you can do them now, you should just do them now. And I guess that's probably what you were thinking. That's probably why you made that choice, right?
Yeah.
But oh, you know what? I was gonna check whether.
Well, the thing is, I was sort of thinking about holding off on the Spurs game until tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But I was doing that so I could go to bed at least in time. And I
yeah.
Movie, so.
Yeah, that's right.
But at the same time, like, I don't really. Dude, look at the sky.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see it, though.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do the show?
Yeah. Left. Okay. Ay. Okay. So that was 5 years ahead of my time by the Cramps. Whoa. And since this is starting now, this is a Grinding Halt by The Cure, but we're not going to listen to too much of that. We're going to talk about Poupelle of Chimney Town and American Underdog. Oh, yeah. And we're going to talk about American Underdog, the Kurt Warner story. Yeah. And Poupelle of Chimney Town. Is there any other ones we haven't talked about yet?
No, I think this is the last two. We talked about 3 last time.
Yeah.
So you want to start with
Poupelle? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, we were late, of course, but
yeah, because like you call like it, I don't know how between two brains we can't determine that 25 minutes is not enough time to gather our things.
Yeah.
Get to my house, then go from my house to the theater.
Yeah, which takes about 10 minutes from your house.
Takes 10 minutes by itself.
Yeah. Like, we really should have thought about how we were not... But you know what? It's just like, you just have to go.
But the sad thing is, it's every time.
Yeah.
We don't ever learn from our mistakes. We just keep doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah, it's really weird.
The definition of insanity.
Yeah. We are,
like, we don't even make it to the movies on time
definitely
for a show.
Insane. Yeah.
Like, when people are, like, viewing, we can't even make it to the movie on time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway.
It's really weird. I mean, I find it's helpful to have my my clock set an hour and 6 minutes ahead because then when I get into the car and I'm like thinking, oh, it's 12:30 or whatever, I gotta be at this place by 12:40 or whatever, and then I think, wait a second, it's actually 11:24, but I probably need a whole hour to get ready to go and actually.
Oh yeah, I know. It's like no concept of time.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we're pretty close.
So it helps.
Start talking about it.
Yeah.
So at first I was really blown away by the animation, and I was blown away by the animation throughout the movie. But I was like, I got kind of geeked at the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
Like this is really great. Cool. This is amazing. And it really was. The animation was pretty great.
Oh yeah.
Depending on how you like how they draw people, I guess it was more very Japanese style. Yeah. But the scenery was like a painting, you know.
Oh yeah.
It was really great.
Definitely. It was very painterly. Yeah. This animation. Yeah.
So the animation was great. I think the story probably gets lost a little in translation, but it was the gist was they never saw stars, right?
Yeah. Well, it gets lost in translation and being late.
Well, yeah, that too.
If you're late, you might not understand what's going on.
Well,
there's
and it's
some
subtitled
sort of
too. I mean, you might find a dub version, and I would kind of. Well, it depends on how well if you like to read it or if you like to.
Yeah, we'd have to see the dubbed version to say whether it would be better.
Sometimes dubbed versions are not the better version.
But as goofy as the garbage man sounded, I feel like they couldn't have done any worse.
Yeah, that's true.
So. But it was really did blow me away at first, and then it got kind of like, oh, this is just too much, maybe
a lot of
2 shots and like medium close-ups and big face, you know. But still always with like good background, and you always know there was gonna be more good backgrounds to come.
Well, plus it's just cool animation,
and the style of the animation was like it was like very 2-dimensional, but then also became very 3-dimensional all of a sudden. Yeah. And where you felt like it was made for 3D, and it should have been. We should have seen it in 3D. But
would have been.
Yeah. Like there was.
If they did the 3D right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty good. I thought the story was pretty good too. It's just that it was. I think maybe like you said, the 2 things, like lost in translation a little bit. Yeah. You have to read fast because there's a lot of dialogue.
Yes.
And so you're trying to keep up with a story. And,
that one guy talked real fast.
Yeah, that one character. Yeah. So what do you want to say anything more about it?
I would say it's definitely a big screen movie.
Definitely. If you get a chance to see it, it's well worth it. The animation is incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't get to see many animation, and it would animated.
Definitely have more impact on the big screen than on a smaller screen. Like on a TV screen, it's another movie. It's another show you're watching.
So if it's playing in your local theaters,
definitely
check it out while it's out, because it's probably going to be off after about only a week, probably.
Yeah, and then I'll just recommend. I mean, I just randomly chose Dead Can Dance off of Amazon Music, and just played their music as Amazon they always put it the same order. Yeah. No matter what, whenever you click on Dead Can Dance on Amazon, and you click shuffle, that shuffle is always in the same order every time. Yeah. So I feel like I can say, like, with certainty, you just put on Dead Can Dance. Oh yeah, you just put on Dead Can Dance, and
well, I guess it doesn't really matter, actually. Oh my God! Is that really what I look like?
Yeah, can you actually see us? That's a question to ask the
why don't you just
viewers?
I guess, because it's kind of silly to be talking to a dark screen.
Yeah, no, it is kind of weird, right? But is this better? Like we could be silhouetted, right?
Yeah.
We're
mysterious.
You don't know us, but we're going to tell you what's a good movie to watch.
You blur your face.
Yeah.
Well, you first started touching me when I was. Oh man. Okay. So out of 6 shooter, I'm gonna give it 3 and a Chinese star, because but I was kind of tinkering on 3 Chinese star or 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 4 bullet.
Yeah, maybe I'll go.
Well,
4.
no,
because the animation was incredible.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say
3 and. Nah, I'll go.
I was gonna say, since it's since it's in an Asian language, we should go to it's gonna be a 3.9, almost a 4. So it's a 3 bullets and 9 Chinese stars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, confusing people.
Yeah. All right. But you could go with like 3 with 5 Chinese stars if you wanted to. 3.5.
Yeah.
5 Chinese stars instead of 1 Chinese star.
Yeah.
Oh, and I thought about.
I always said that we needed like another quarter or something to add to the.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you need them, and I think but at the same time, it wasn't very Japanese at all. It wasn't even very anime like. It was more. Was it French? Was it a French style?
I don't know, dude.
And he's called Poupelle. That's French sounding, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was an Asian language. Maybe we shouldn't say Japanese. It may not be Japanese.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Way to go! You really did your research.
I did say Asian.
Yeah,
I did.
All right, American under. Oh, you already gave yours.
No, and I was just saying, like, Dead Can Dance, like, was really like it really went well with the music.
Yeah.
That was playing on the screen sometimes, and sometimes it clashed a little bit, but like when there was not really much of music, it was a really good soundtrack actually for it. Yeah, I think so.
It's kind of haunting.
Yeah, it was crazy.
American Underdog.
Yeah, American Underdog, Kurt Warner story, right?
Yeah.
Or is it just called American Underdog?
It's just called American Underdog, I think, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know when
it's
I started
about Kurt Warner
saying
and
that.
his journey to the NFL.
Yeah.
And it's pretty amazing story, just because it's sort of like a motivational story to never give up on your dreams. And so that's kind of what the type of movie it is. Very kind of not really faith-based, because it wasn't really preachy or anything, or like even like you know, there was just mention, but you had that feeling of like that it was kind of one of those good family movies, wholesome and like
definitely there was a message, but it was not really in your face. Like it was like, you know, I mean, it was a portrayal of how these people are. So and that they're religious and.
Well, and I really enjoyed it. I got to see it privately, and it was fun to like get to kind of relive that time, because I'm you know, a big sports fan, and like and I remember all that. So that was kind of cool.
That's really cool that you remembered. I mean, that like I wish I could remember that. You know, like remember it like, oh, this is history in the making or whatever. You were kind of thinking in those terms when you were watching it, right? Or were you too young then, maybe?
Probably too young at the time, but I remember the announcements. I remember the announcer. I remember watching those games.
Being excited about it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Being excited about the, you know.
Yeah.
New star.
Yeah. You know what? I think it was. I just never really paid attention when it was a football game was on. I didn't pay much attention, I guess is what it was, and maybe that's why I don't remember, but. Yeah. But I was probably there. I was probably there when. Yeah, when I'm sure it was on the TV, and I was there, and watched every.
I thought it was really good. I thought the acting was really good. They got two good actors, you know, with what's her face from True Blood.
Anna Paquin.
Anna Paquin. Yeah, X-Men.
I just felt like it was really unfortunate that her hair was the way it was.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
but that's the way his wife has like her hair. It's all very.
It reminded me of that old Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where. They're like protesting on the street that women don't get their hair cut that short or something.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. It's not a good look on anybody. I don't
it's
think.
Weird.
I don't think it's a good look on anybody.
But at the same time, I feel like Angela sometimes says like, "Oh, she looks so cute with that hair." And I'm like thinking, "What?
Don't ever do that."
No, she doesn't.
She looks like a little boy. A weak little boy.
A pretty boy, but
so I enjoyed the film, and like I thought it was had a great message, and it was sort of inspirational for me. So I had a out of body experience. So so I'm gonna give it a 4 bullet too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because I thought it was really well. It was a good story, and it's an inspirational story, and I actually enjoyed myself while I was in there.
Yeah.
Felt happy when I left. You know.
Yeah.
Felt kind of like motivated.
Oh yeah.
So.
Anyway. Well, this gives me an opportunity to go lower on this time. So
I kind of figured, dude.
Yeah. Because it was cheesy at times.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And but it was well done, and there was good big screen scenes. You know, like a lot of the panning over the, you know, this kind of stuff that when people are watching at home, like. They're just on their phone and like missing the whole cinematic experience. And so you want to go see on the big screen so that you're not tempted to go on your phone while the cinematic scenes that cost tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars to shoot is not being, you know, just ignored or whatever. You know? But yeah, so I'm going to give it 3 bullets and I was going to say 7 laces on the football.
No, 3 bullets. I kind of thought maybe.
I was gonna say 7 little crucifixes.
No, sort of like right in the middle, and I would have gone 3 bullets or 3.5 maybe, but I guess because of my I don't know.
Because of your experience,
the feeling that I got.
Yeah.
Made me more. I knew it was cheesy, and I knew it was like.
Yeah.
You know, I knew that, but for some reason it.
Yeah.
Made me feel good.
Yeah.
And so
that
was
cool.
the reason.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it didn't make me feel any better about life myself, but
well, it didn't make me feel better about life.
But I did get the idea. Well, see, but I'm negative.
Yeah.
About myself, so like I see this guy like doing all this stuff and like making it so that he definitely gets into the NBA, NFL kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking like, you're an idiot, and you would never do that. You would never even try very
Well, it
much,
makes you
very
feel
hard at
kind of
all.
like a loser, but
Yeah.
but it also makes you feel like I should be.
But you
a better
should.
person
Yeah.
or better, this or that.
Like it comes back to that other voice in your head that's always telling you like, why aren't you doing more? So
anyway, well, it's getting late, man. I better get going.
Yeah.
But
hey, but I had an idea for like for what we could do for horror movies.
yeah,
Fingernails. You know, like 4
severed
bullets
fingers.
and 7 fingernails or
I
whatever.
got 3 severed fingers and a fingernail.
Because you have 10 fingernails, so
Yeah.
and they could all be pulled off one by one.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you can do
and
eyeballs.
that would be something that would be in a
You do
horror
fingers
movie.
and eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could just be a mix
You
of like
can
all
really
little
go
kind of
to
body
any
parts.
sort of.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So that's the scale we'll use on